My dear children, I'm going to start a new lesson, which is a revision lesson for Cambridge O-level students. And this time it is in a new version. I, I hope you can see my screen. And here we go. Right. So let's see what's the question one. Here we have a question to evaluate two, two mixed numbers. Right. So what shall we do now? So to evaluate this, we need to make them improper fractions first, right? Remember, since it is a subtraction, make them improper fractions first. And then you see the denominators are not equal, right? So we have different denominators. So then we have to find the common denominator. So it's easy, multiplying these two numbers, you can get the common denominator. And thereafter, you have to multiply this side by 3 and the other side by 4. So you will get 87 minus 80. Eventually, answer is 17/12. And next one, express 17/40 as a decimal. So I will tell you two different methods to do this question. So one is simply you can apply the simple long division, right? So you will get it's 0.425. The other one, you multiply denominator and numerator by 25. You can convert the given fraction into 425/1000. So when it divisible, division by 1000 is pretty easy. You can jump the decimal point 3 steps backwards. So eventually we'll get 0.425 and express 9/15 in its simplest form. What do we know? Simplest form. So simplest form means the fraction you write should never be able to divide by any other integer. So you can easily understand the numerator and denominator both are divisible by 3. So when you divide 9 by 3, it's 3. 15 by 3, answer is 5. So the final answer is 3/5. Okay, let's move on. So here I have a question, express correct to three significant figures. Children, just tell me what are the three significant figures here. So here, starting from the front, the figures are significant. So 5, 6, 7 is the third significant figure. And when you come to the second one, the number starting at 3, so 3, 8, 6 is the third significant figure. Let's see what are the answers. See now, when you cut at here, right? So 5 or more, you have to add 1 to 7, right? So it is 568. Remember, you have to add 3 more zeros here, right? So answer is 568,000. And when you come to here, so 1, 2, 3, 6 is the third significant number. The next number is below 5. So you don't need to add anything. Answer is 0.00386. And then what is write the number correct one significant figure. So let's write all given numbers into one significant figure first. So 111 will come to 100. Why? Because the first significant figure is 1, second one is below 5, so it's 100. And 57 becomes 60. Why? The second significant figure is 7, which is more than 5, so it is 60. And 7.8 will eventually become 8, 6.2 eventually becomes 6. And you can, use the cut and chop method. So by dividing by 6, it becomes 10, and this 6 gone. And you can divide by 4, so it's 25. And here it is 2. 2, you can cut 2, 1, and 10, 5. So 25 times 5 is 125. Let's see what is the next question. Okay, write in standard form. Pretty easy. Why it is -3? So here we go. And this is the place where you must bring your decimal point, right? See, 1, 2, 3. So 3 steps backward, it's -3. So 8.0165 into 10 to the power minus 3. And find the fraction which is exactly halfway. Exactly halfway means that's the middle. So to identify the middle of the two fractions, what we do? We add them together and divide by 2. So that is the easiest way. So you add the two fractions and divide by 2. So division becomes multiplication. 2 becomes half, right? So it's 9, 9. So you can easily, it's 9, 13 over 9 into half. Nothing but 13 over 18. Right. Evaluate 24 divided by 6, add 2, then multiply by 9. So remember, children, we have to use the BODMAS rule here. BODMAS. What's that? BODMAS, okay? BODMAS is the rule applicable. Right. Let's see now how to do this. So here, there's a division. So I write 24 over 6 and then plus and then multiply by 9. So before plus, we can perform this division and this multiplication. 24 over 6 is 4, right? And 2 times 9 is 18. Then simply you can add it. Final answer is 22. Find the value of 4.5 into 0.55. So when you get the decimal numbers, it's easy. So you get the two whole numbers respective and multiply. 45 times 5, it's 225. Now how many decimal places we should separate? So here you have 1, here you have 2. So altogether you have to separate 3 decimal places in this 225. So that means the decimal points jump 3 steps backward. You will get 0.225. Which is a very, very bad number, 225, right? As Sri Lankans, everyone is 225 is the worst number in Sri Lanka these days. I think you know why, right? I'm not going to explain it. So it's everyone knows why 225 is so bad. Okay, the destructing number, right? And brackets to explain the expression to make it correct. Children, see, there's a division, right? Obviously, even without, if you just don't put the division, what happens? So still we are in the BODMAS rule, right? So off division multiplication. So 36 divided by 6 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. So obviously, just put the brackets for the division, right? So the job is done. Pretty easy. Right. Question number 5. Find the missing numbers in the sequence. Children, just try whether you can do it. 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. So if you can see what happened to the difference. First 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. Right? The difference is increasing by 1. So the next difference should be 6, and then the next difference should be 7. So it's pretty easy. 15 plus 6 is 21. 21 plus 7 is 28. So don't let such kind of questions to be incorrect in your exam, right? Because they are very easy questions. You can gain marks very easily, okay? The seventh term of sequence whose nth term is 3n minus 1. When you are given the nth term, children, it's the easiest thing. What you have to do, just put 7 instead of this n. Then it becomes 3 times 7 minus 1. 3 times 7 minus 1, which is 21 minus 1 is 20. Find an expression in terms of n for the sequence 5, 9, 13, 17, 21. So compare the first two questions. It's a little bit difficult, but you can't tell it's difficult than ever. Okay. So let's identify the difference. 4, 4, 4, 4. So you can see the common difference is 4, right? And the first term is A. Children, I have taught you the nth term formula, A plus n minus 1D. So A is 5, you substitute, and D is 4, you substitute. And here we go, just simplify. 5 plus 4n minus 4. 5 minus 4 is 1, so it's 4n minus 1. 4n plus 1. Isn't it easy? Of course. My children, you find it very easy, right? Okay, question 6. Let's see how easy that is also. Find 21 minus 6 minus 6.28. What they expect here? So you see decimal point here, decimal point here. So if you write it like this, that is the ever biggest mistake, right? So remember, when you write the numbers, the decimal point should be in the same vertical line. And then just subtract. 0 minus 8, you can't do it. You borrow 1. And 10 minus 8 is 2. This becomes 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 21 minus 6 is 15. See how easy the questions? Even grade 6, 7 children can do this easily, right? Okay, simplify. So you can a division and an improper mixed number. So what mixed number should be converted to improper fraction? Yes. So 1.5 is 3/2. And then division becomes multiplication. Right hand factor becomes reciprocal, upside down, right? Reciprocal, reciprocal. And then just multiply. Check for cancellations. It seems there are no cancellations. So just multiply out. 4 times 2, 8. 5 times 3, 15. I guess, children, you can do this pretty easy and all questions correctly, right? What is this? Find the exact value. What is the exact value? Exact value is not a decimal number, but the 100% correct value is the exact value. And for you can leave the answers in surds form, in fractions, right? When they ask you, write in the exact value. Let's see. It's 8 10 to the 6 power 1/3. And 8 can be converted into 2 to the power 3, right? So cubic root means power 1/3. So you can see this 3 3 cancel. And here 3 and it's 2 times, right? So 2 times 1 and 10 to the power 2. It's 200. I don't think that is difficult. Express product of its prime factors. So what's the process to identify the product of prime factors? You write the number here and try to keep dividing, right? Keep dividing until you get 1, right? So you 2, and you will be dividing 4 times by 2, right? And then by 3, right? And then by again 3, and then by 7 and 7. So you can't leave 21, 21, right? It's not prime. So it's get to 3, 3, 7, and 7. Okay, good. What's the final answer? Hence, evaluate the square root of the 7056. So when you have numbers as pairs, so it's pretty easy. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 7, 7, right? So instead this 2 we get 2, and for this is 2, and 3 times 7 is 21. So final answer is 84. Right. Children, are they difficult for you? So since we have now ready for our ever final exam, so you don't find this difficult, right? Okay, let's move on to the next page and see what's there. Right. Sum of money was divided between three people. Angela received half of the money. Ben received one third of the money. Charles received the remainder. Just before starting, you can say Angela got the major part and the larger part, right? Because half of the money is goes to Angela, and rest of the money is divided one third to Ben and the rest for Charles. If Ben receives the return, did how much Angela received, right? Ben means it's one third, right? If one third is 10, then the amount is 10 times 3, 30. Right. The question is how much Angela received. How to do that? Angela received actually half of the money. So this is the total money. Then 30 times half. Okay? 30 times half is 15. So this our friend Angela received $15. Okay. What fraction of money did Charles receive? See that the question doesn't ask you to find the amount, but they ask the fraction. Right? So all three fractions add together, final answer is 1. So you subtract this half plus one third from 1, then you will get the answer. Half plus one third. Again, the common denominator is 6 and it's 5 over 6. So when you subtract 5 over 6 from 6, it's 1 over 6. So Charles receives 1 over 6. It's a smallest amount among the three. Next question. A tap releases water at a rate of 1.2 liters per minute, fills a container in 4 minutes. How long would it take to fill the same container if the rate was now decreased to 1 liter per minute? Right? Here it was 1.2 liters per minute. Now it's going to be 1 liter per minute. So it's kind of a similar question to speed, right? As speed is distance over time, here the rate is volume over time. The rate 1.2 is, which I have already taken this volume is the volume of the tank, right, children? This is the volume of the tank. So when you cross multiply, you will get the tank is a very small one, right? It's a tiny, tiny tank, 4.8 liters. So now we know the volume and you know the rate. So you need to calculate the time. Rate is 1, volume is 4.1, time is t. Just cross multiply, you will get time is 4.8 minutes, which is pretty longer than the previous one. Right, a temperature question. The temperature is John's garden at noon is 28 centigrades. At midnight, the temperature was 24. It was quite less. Both temperatures are given correct to nearest degree. Remember, children, nearest degree. Nearest degree means when you read the word, you must feel that it's the whole number. So you get the answer to the nearest whole number. What's the upper bound of the temperature at noon? Okay, what's the? It's 28, right? So correct to the nearest whole number. Whole number means 1. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So you add 0.5 to 28 to get the upper bound, which is 28.5. Calculate the lower bound of the difference between the temperatures at noon and midnight. Okay. So now let's go to the difference, right? Lower bound of the difference. So how to get the difference? noon temperature minus the midnight temperature. Now you want to maximize, right? Lower bound, minimize the difference. So how to minimize the difference? So to minimize the difference, you should go to the lower bound of noon and upper bound of midnight. So get the two temperatures done and subtract. So answer is 3. Right. Given that fx, a function question, m plus nx, which is a straight line as far as you know, where m and n are constants. No worries. The f0 is 1 and f4 is 21. Find the value of m. f0 means, how do you get f0? You substitute 0 to x, right? When you put 0 to x, it's n times 0 is 0. So it becomes then m is 1. Then to find the value of n, let's use this m4 is 21. And we have already have m is 1, right? 1 plus 4n is 21. You simplify for n, you will get the answer is 5. And find the function value, the value of f inverse x. So here first you need to find the inverse function, okay? So I write y equal m plus nx. Now I'm going to first interchange x and y, right? X come here, y goes there. And then I subtract s. Then I want to subject y, right? So I take my ny term here and move x term to the other side. Or else keep ny term here. Sorry, children. Move the m value other side because ny is here. So when you move m other side, it goes as negative. So it's x minus m. So here we have a constant n. So you divided both side by n. So y is x minus m over n. And then f inverse x is x minus m over n. So you want f inverse 21. Easy. Now substitute 21 for x. By the way, you have m is 1, n is 5. Put and get the answer, where the answer is 4. Question number 11. What's that? A, B, C are subsets of the universal set. Universal set, right? A is a subset of B. So A should lie inside B subset. A intersection C is 5. So they are not intersecting each other. No, nothing common. And B intersection C is not 5. So that means there are some items in B intersection C. So to match the story, you have to draw 3 circles. So it will be like this. And B and C are intersecting each other. A and C are not intersecting, but A should go inside B. So just they asked to add to the Venn diagram. So children, this is the Venn diagram. Right. Question number 13. Kim and Ali share some money ratio 5 to 3. Ali's share is 24. Find the Kim's share. Okay. Kim to Ali 5 to 3. Right. Ali is 24. Kim's we don't know. So 5 multiplied by a number you will get 2x. 3 multiplied by a number you will get to 24. So you can see 3 times 8 is 24 and 5 times 8 is the answer, which is 40. And you can do it by converting the ratios into fraction, right? Both sides you convert into fractions and then equal them, cross multiply, you get the answer. Scale of a map is 1 to 25,000. The distance between two edges is 15 centimeters on the map. So you have to go to the actual. So map to actual, multiply by 25,000. So 15 into 25,000 is 375,000 centimeters. So we are not going to measure in centimeters in actual, right? So we convert them into meters and then we convert them into kilometers, which is equivalent to 3.75 kilometers, not that far away. 1.5 to 300 gram in M to 1. That means right side you should make 1 and don't think about left side. It might be a whole number, might be a decimal number. Right? 1.5 means it's 1500 grams, okay? And then 300 grams. So gram cancel, double zero you can cancel. And actually, since you want to make the right hand side 1, you can divide both sides by 300. So you will get the answer 5 to 1. In such questions, it's possible for this M to get a decimal value, right? How is this, children? Don't you think they are easy? Write down square root of 1214. So it's a mixed number. You can't do it straight away. Convert that into a improper fraction. 12 times 4, 48 plus 1, 49 over 4. Now you see 49 and 4 both has proper square roots, which is 7 and 2. That's 7 over 2. State which numbers are irrational, right? So at the lesson we taught 5 is irrational and thirds are irrational. So that's it, right? We leave a fraction. Fraction is not irrational, it's a rational. Let's see what's next. Express as a percentage. How to do a percentage? Since it is a decimal number, you just multiply it by 100. So then you get the answer as a percentage, 8.35. In the sale price, it reduced by $20, 20%. Right? The price is reduced by 20%. Whereas the television set in sale is 240. Find the normal price. That means once it reduced, it's 240, and you need to find the original value. Right? So the original value is X. Once you get it, the 20% discount, you will sell it to 80% of it. Right? So 80% is 240. By doing certain maths with cross multiplying, you will get X is 300. Okay, children. So we have come to another end of a lesson. I hope you all understood it. Right? If not, if you have questions and if you need some other lessons particularly you want, please comment down so that I can make my attend to those questions, right? So then, till then, until we find another video, so until I come, be safe, do your homework well, and ask me any questions if you have. So I'm